Yo, thanks for the mod permission. Hello, guys. It's me, Mr. Cole. I'm back with this podcast. Yeah, hey. So it's my summer for me, so I got time, free time to podcast. And right now I have one guest with me, so we'll be doing this a bit. So, oh my god, look at these 0 viewers. What the heck? Give me a bit. Wait, give me a bit. Try to get more people. Wait. Okay, so wait. Anyway, when this guy, I asked to podcast him, and then now he just gave me admin perms in the server. That's great for me. So, okay, we got one person. So now you welcome, Midnight Embers. Welcome to the stage. Welcome.
Hello, I have
Uh,
arrived.
hello. So, wait. So, you can introduce yourself first to the group, then I'll ask a bit of questions about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm Midnight Embers, but you can call me Midnight or Ember for short. I am an 18-year-old voice actor, writer, designer, somewhat, and I have my own project in the works, Reality Roulette. Um, Feel free to join my Discord server for updates on that.
Wait.
And I really don't know what else there. I really don't know
Mm,
what else there is to say. I think that's pretty much a basic
yeah,
introduction. So,
I see.
hello.
So, wait. Hello. Hello, Bliss.
uh,
So,
Hello.
let's see. So, first thing, for all of the shows that you voice acted for, what could you say is like one of the best ones, one of the most ones you were most passionate about? What could you say?
Ooh, this one's very tough because I enjoy I've enjoyed voicing in like everyone's shows aside from like one aside from one as far as I know. But if I had to pick a favorite, like a favorite show, it'd have to be between fuck, this is difficult. I honestly have to say Rainbow Riot. I've honestly had
Oh, Rainbow
so
Riot.
much fun voicing Cash Money, and working with the
Eh,
crew has been so
I see.
awesome.
So,
Been great getting the opportunity,
mm,
but in terms of like voice acting, it's also fun getting the opportunity to meet and work with new people, which is
mhm.
something I'm very open to. So yeah.
how would you describe your experience working on the show? That's what I'd say.
Um, it's definitely very upbeat and positive. Everyone's really nice. We all work really well together, and even when um someone's not in a great mental space, everyone's just so kind and caring. And even when things go wrong or things take a halt for a while, the crew is just all so supportive, and it's just been so much fun getting to see what chaos the what chaos Vince and Hexa plan to bring to the
I
show,
see.
and it's just awesome.
Anyway, let's think about how you got into OSC in the first place. How did you even get into voice acting? That's what I'm thinking about.
Huh. Okay, so um, I actually watched a lot of Blush video related content when I was a lot younger, and I just really enjoyed this silly idea of people bringing these stuffed animals to life, and I started doing the same thing, just playing with my plushies and like giving them all unique, weird ass voices and such. And then when it came to discovering the object show community, and the more I watch shows, this inspired me to get into thinking like, hey, wait, I this seems like something I want to help voice act for. Like I want to do voice acting for object shows myself. So it did take me a while because I was still pretty young. I was still new to voice acting, and to be honest, I didn't exactly take it, how do I put this, seriously, quote unquote, when I was a lot younger. I kind of just did it for fun, and I didn't exactly I didn't exactly care about like the quality and stuff and like how the voices sounded. But then when it came to voice acting for object shows, I wouldn't say I took a serious approach, but I started being a bit more kind of trying to sound more professional, and I use that term very loosely because obviously I'm more so aspiring, if anything, than professional. I am nowhere near that level yet, but yeah, that's how I got into voice acting, just watching plush videos and
Mm,
then just playing with stuffed animals.
I see. So like, there's a lot of places. So wait, can you recap again? How do you discover the OSC? Because it feels like it could be a lot of people like me. I actually discovered it through the Go Animate pipeline of Vianchin BFDI crap. So that's how it went to perspective. Eventually, I just like objects for a bit, but then I've been stepping a bit back from the community because it's not the best for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
how did
definitely
you
see what
discover
you
it?
mean. Okay, this may seem like a very cliche or predictable story, but I found this web series called BFDI, which I'm sure everyone knows. Everyone on the planet who's in the object show community knows what that show is.
Mhm.
Uh, I was just doodling while watching YouTube, and I saw BFDI, and it really like looking at the thumbnail, it really fascinated me, and I just decided why not check it out. And then when I first watched it, I kind of liked it, so I began watching more and more, and I ended up finishing I think I ended up finishing the entire season in one day. And after finishing it, I absolutely loved it. And then um, I discovered more shows like Inanimate Insanity, Object Overload, Object Havoc, and yeah. that's pretty much how I discovered the OSC and got into the community as a whole.
Yeah, that's good. Right. So, what would be the one of the first shows you voice acted in? So, how did that happen? Or
Okay,
how did you
okay,
get jobs?
so right. The first show, like, are you talking about the first show that I actually got accepted for, or the first show that like actually released, if I may ask?
Yeah, the first show that, like, yeah, actually, yeah, it can be both. Like, that's how I'd say.
Okay, all right. First show that I got accepted for was is a show called Clash for Cash by one of my friends, Ayo it's RFS. I met him in the Discord server for Objects of Gaming, a show by my friend, the Cat of Object Shows, and
Shit, object that game.
he he reached out. We began talking, and we became friends. And he actually talked to me about a show, Clash for Cash, and how there was still some characters
Which I need to say
needing
so.
needing a voice actor, and I was pretty interested in voice acting for it. And I was pretty interested in voice acting for it because I figured that this could be how I like got into my OSC voice acting career, like voice acting for like aspiring shows that are like trying to get kickstarted pretty much, and then kind of work my way up. So I did get accepted, but around the time my quality wasn't the best, so that was something I would have had to fix. But I got accepted as the voice of Floral Phone,
Mm,
so that's my first accepted role. Episode one, the pilot isn't out yet; it's still in production, but there is an intro. So that's at least something. We've been working very hard in order to get that out. So apologies that it's taking so long. Uh, as for
no, no,
the
no, it's
first
fine. You can
show,
yap.
as for the first show that released, um, the first show that released was an episode of a show by Light Shock called Spirit of Colors. I forget what the overall plot was, but I do remember the first two episodes at least released, but then the show ended up getting canceled and the episodes got taken down, so the show is now considered to be lost media.
Lost
In
media.
its yeah, in it I voiced tabletop game who was essentially a reckless jerk who didn't really care um what he didn't really think things through and like he doesn't really care about like the consequences of his actions. And then there's Netherite, who was just really a chill guy. Well, yeah, those were my first roles, like my first role that I got accepted for, and the first role that you would have actually heard me as had the episodes not have
Yeah.
been taken down. That is.
Personally, I haven't really seen much of Objects of Gaming yet, so I didn't hear much of your voice there. And I feel like
Oh,
some.
oh, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't objects. Oh, it wasn't objects of gaming. It was Clash for Cash. But I met him.
Oh,
But I met
wait,
the.
that was
I
the
met
first one
the.
that released.
Okay.
Wait, wait,
Let
wait.
me explain
My bad,
because
my bad.
I'm. Okay, let me
Okay.
explain because I'm confusing myself. Okay, so Clash for Cash was the first show I got accepted for, but I met the creator in the Objects Gaming Discord server, which was another show. And then Spirit of Colors was the first show I voice acted in that actually released, but the episodes are taken down. So
Hmm, I see.
that's
So, do you have any do you have any thoughts of branching out your VA work outside just OC? Because for me personally, I feel like you have a lot of talent that could work outside of it.
I am definitely considering doing voice acting work outside the Object Show community. I've been thinking of doing like comic dubs and stuff. And I've also been thinking of trying to expand my voice acting work to like non OSC related projects, as I do think it would be interesting to try and branch out a lot more. And perhaps this could be like an opening door to more interesting opportunities down the line. So I'm definitely considering branching out my voice acting beyond the OSC. Like the OSC could be considered like a start, and then I could branch out.
Yeah, it's like a start. I feel like that. Why I like the LSC project most? I feel like the that a lot of those other projects, the non ones outside it, can at least help you show more of your range. That's what I'd say. As you have comic though, I was gonna try making my own comic once, but like
Hmm.
it's just super purpose glitter and school sparkle.
Yeah.
Actually, some of the same guys and all. So just that I
Yeah.
need to improve my art so badly. So anyway, yeah. Wait. Yeah, let me think of more questions. How do you
Yeah. I
describe
find
your
it
involvement within this community for a while, like the social part of it? How do you describe yourself in it?
okay. Um, at the start, I felt a bit lost because like I didn't really know where to start in terms of like meeting new people. I kind of just started off by like joining a couple of servers and just trying to like get to know people. And like I did hear about a lot of the stories where you've got these like eager people who are new to the undershirt community, yet they're so quick into DMing though the
Oh
bigger
yeah.
content creators, and that
Oh
kind of like and just knowing there are those kinds of people, like that kind of concerned me because like a lot, and like even when it comes to public interaction, people can be annoying or awkward
mm,
even though they don't intend to. So when it came to like me trying to interact, I was a bit nervous at the time because like I was still young and like I didn't want to come across as some annoyance. But over time, I feel like I really have found my place, and I found like so many friends, and I never would have believed in like looking back at myself, like at least uh like 10 almost 10 years ago, I never would have believed I would have gotten this far in terms of like the community, in terms of like the friends I've made, the shows I voice for, and the opportunities I've gotten as a whole. It just feels great to be able to um, find my place, and yeah, the people I've met are really welcoming. So I try to take comfort in that, even if the community does have its dark side, which we won't get into.
yeah. I'm very much aware of that. Like I try to get
Yeah,
friends. I try to get like friendly community, like either chill people who I don't usually talk with much or those people
yeah, I definitely see what you mean.
we do not talk about all this.
Hmm.
We do not talk about all this. Okay, wait. I'm going off tangents again, so wait, wait, let me hang on, let me think of another question.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, wait. mm, Wait. What shows would you have written for in the past? Like, what types of what types of audio shows would you wait, shit. What shows have you written for in the past, and how do you describe your contribution in them?
Like written for or contributed to? Because like I heard like written,
Like
like
written for
like it.
yeah,
Oh, written. I I don't actually write for that many shows, which is something I have been trying to do more. I did write for a good couple of shows made by someone I'd rather not bring up just in case people in the stream are uncomfortable.
yeah.
I might just say it in private chat.
It's been I think it's been like months though, so I've moved on.
Yeah,
Already moved after that.
it has been months. So yeah, I
Oh,
was a writer for a lot
oh,
of their
really?
projects, but yeah,
I see.
I
Personally, I
didn't
feel like
exactly I didn't exactly get to contribute much writing wise. Um, I did also become a writer for a good couple of other shows, CS, Clash for Cash, Rise to the Top, and it's another show I write for actually. Um,
mm,
I know there's at least three. Those two, for example. I I feel like I do try to I feel like I do try to bring in a sense of realism to the characters. I try to bring like I try to make the characters and their interactions and the whole nature of the show feel very atmospheric and real. I feel like that's how I describe my sort of style of writing. Like I do try to make the interactions genuine while still sticking to the creator's vision and like how the characters would act personality wise. So I do try to get like an in-depth understanding of each character when it comes to like writing them. So yeah.
yeah. So in that way, how do you describe Reality Roulette, the show that you're currently making progress on?
Okay, I will explain what reality roulette is first of all. So I will say that it is basically uh, a competition where 16 contestants from across the country will be competing in this Vegas-like city, and they're going to be competing for a prize, which I haven't exactly determined yet. I will come up with one, and no, it won't be. And no, it's not going to be money. Um, it's
Right.
gonna be something different. I'm already
Uh,
confirming that straight up.
yeah. Money is actually
And
so cliche,
yeah,
honestly.
I will say money is kind of a cliche prize. Um, but I do also want to hint at something right now, but I'm not gonna spoil too much. But the name has a very significant effect on how the game works.
I see. Can you
Like,
describe it further?
yeah. So yeah, the name has significance in terms of the show's format.
Ah, I see.
Inter
So
Yep.
continue, continue.
hmm In terms of how progress is going right now, I am working on cash reveals. So far, 12 out of 19 voice actors have submitted their lines, and the rest, the rest of the progress hasn't really started off yet. But I am hoping to check in and kick things off a little bit more, um, because progress has been a little dormant for a while, but I am hoping to pick it back up.
Oh, then. So,
Yeah.
bro, I would have thought of more questions like there's zero people in the podcast, but it's fine. No, it's just two of us. It's fine.
Yeah.
That could be more because of you. Anyway.
Right. I do not think I have anything else to say about reality roulette right now. I do think
Yeah, I'm
I
just
do, I
thinking of a
think
few more
I've,
questions.
yeah, it's all
Like,
right.
hmm. So, a bit more of a personal question was like, how do you describe your friends now? Like, who you're close to now? How do you describe them?
Hmm. Okay, this is a really good question. My friends as a whole, they're really kind. They're really caring. Um, I definitely think that like I like I really enjoy the company of my friends. They definitely make me um feel a lot better whenever I have a shit day and whenever I just talk to my friends. I do feel a lot better. I have met some friends who uh, didn't really um, have genuine nice colors in the end, but in terms of the friends I have now, I honestly have nothing negative to say about any of them.
That's great. That's great. You can't trust everyone, but like, it's good that you found your footing around the people you need to.
Yeah.
It's me personally, I feel like my friend group mostly outside the community itself, and like, usually I just have two friends in like in this community. I'd say because like either don't talk much to them or they're just on the other side and got yeeted out. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. For example, I was once in a show called Double Down. Like I left that server once because I wasn't getting interested, but I feel like I won't join because like I was actually not the best person that time. I was actually not the best person, and I feel like I don't want to talk to them anymore because they cut ties with me. So I think I need
I
to say
see.
no, but like it's fine. They can. It's fine. I knew I was wrong anyway. So let's not talk
Yeah.
about personal. Okay. Anyway, back to more other things. Yeah, it's actually so much better with more people. Like,
Yeah.
try getting more. I can actually try getting more. We don't know. So it's just like people I don't talk too much, like Sean, like 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 like, I didn't. I just have an old friend server, but like it's abandoned. It's a waste now. So I should
Oh,
delete it. Yeah, like
dang.
try to get more people. Try to see if I can get more people in. Like first people.
Alrighty. So, how have
Yeah.
you been?
Huh? What? Wait. What? What
Hmm?
have I been doing? Wait.
Yeah, how have you been doing?
Yeah, really good so far. My school is almost done. I just need to do a few more tests because, well, actually, March to June for us is the hottest month, so that's why it's our summer for my
Oh, I
community.
see. I
because
see.
it's
Best of luck.
otherwise, bro. Actually, temperature's getting so bad here. It's like 40 degrees. Shit,
Oh my
actually,
god.
40
Jesus.
degrees.
Oh my.
Not even kidding.
I can't.
It's just the start of
I
March. It's
can't
not
imagine.
even the hottest month of the in the Philippines right now.
The
Huh?
fact that's
Wait.
not that's the fact that's not the hottest on the calendar. That's actually crazy. Like I would not want to wake up to 40 plus degrees of
Uh,
freaking sun. That would be
yeah, usually we're used to like 30 degrees, 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Like 40 degrees
yeah.
is
Like
too much.
yeah. If I woke up to 40 degrees where I am, I'd honestly be concerned because we're not known for hot weather at all.
I feel like you'd already be concerned if, like you got 25. You already at 25 because like for us it's normal, but for North America it was so cold. And that was
Oh
just
my.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
12 degrees Celsius.
Oh
Is that even normal for you? 12
my
degrees,
god.
actually.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. I just need to lock it for my last week and then I'm done with this stuff. We get a 3 month break. Yeah, like I think it's like a 2 month break because I have class for most of June, but it's still summer break for me. Yeah.
Lucky.
Okay. Oh, I see. I've heard. Yeah, I've heard. I realized. That sounds true. Anyway, would there be anything you'd would there be any object show you'd maybe like the voice actor for? I'm thinking. Like how would you what do you describe it like? An object show you'd love to voice act for. Which concept? That's what I'd say.
Um, like you're talking to like are you asking me like what kind of object show I'd like to voice act for, or like what kind
No,
of project I'd like to
they
voice
have a
act
good
for in general?
wait. Like they have a concept that you could be very interested in. That's what I'd say. A concept of an object show that you could be very interested in voicing in.
Okay, this is okay. Um, I'd honestly really be interested in. I'm honestly just overall. I just feel like I'm interested in like variety. So a variety of in terms of plot. So whether it be competition based or non-competition based, like I'm just really interested in voicing in different kinds of projects that have their own ideal vision, their own unique concept, and um
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff like that. It's stuff like that that I'm into personally.
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like variety is like one thing that we usually like. This community kind of needs to work on a bit. Like there's a lot of great shows there, but like feel like others like with competition based. I feel like it's just formula. It gets formulaic over time. If you've
Yeah,
seen
I
VFDI, you've seen a lot of the rest. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I feel like I feel like this community can definitely expand its horizons a lot more, and
Yeah.
definitely perhaps try new things. Like um, I've seen shows like Journey into the Multiverse and Twilight Orchards, and these are examples of object shows that do things new. Like I really like object shows that try something new. Like for example, say an object show that's like sci-fi horror related, for example.
I see.
So yeah, overall
First,
I just feel interested in like seeing what object shows can do that's new,
yeah.
basically.
Personally, I thought it was really interesting concept, but like I'm probably not gonna act on it since I've just said bye bye. So it was like the show about recovery. Wait,
Yeah, I see.
oh my god!
Hello.
Oh my god. Anyway, it was like concept, but like it was like objects or concepts, and I applying them to like more realistically. So not really too
Yeah,
realistic. Like for example,
I see what you mean.
like the recovery center, like this stuff was not this wasn't invented for a reason. So what if like the recovery center was like the pinnacle of science? That's what I'm thinking about. It's the absolute pinnacle of science. You need
the
to do it.
absolute
Well, it's gonna be like a
the,
thriller series. What I
the
was thinking about.
absolute pinnacle of science. Oh my
Yeah, yeah, bro. Resurrection is actually resurrection in this actually be insane. That's what I'd say.
God.
Okay, it's like maybe a shared universe of like my own stuff, but like that one got moved. All those OCs got moved to other stuff.
Mm.
Like it's a lot of world building. For example, high school.
Yeah.
High school. Bro, I tried to make the most relatable thing ever. I was thinking that was the perspective I was taking shape with. Yeah.
It's definitely relatable.
Yeah, it's a really well. I really love the concept now, even if it's not that object related. But like, I think that's the thing that distinguished it most. It was an object show that was like taking a genre and putting it in the format of an object show, like producing objects and some world building as well.
Yeah, I do like the I do like the different direction you're taking.
Yeah, not really competition, more like an object world. Like, for
It's
example,
like it's
reality shows
like
are such a reality shows would be like a huge thing in the universe because of course it would be.
yeah. Think about it. Like when total drama and fucking Survivor came out, that was like early 2000s. Um, Total Drama came out in the late 2000s. Uh, BFDI shows like that, they just took that format by storm and then just created like a whole. They just gave birth to a whole new fucking community. Like Jesus, just
Yeah,
seeing how far the community's come. Oh my god.
you have the episodes racking up 1 million views per time. That's how big it got.
Yeah, that is
It's
fucking
actually so big,
hilarious.
yet no one talks about it. No one outside of our community really talks much about it. Like, I feel like that's the thing with obscure. It's like obscure enough, but like also very popular enough to be big. Obscure enough so that like it won't turn into
Yeah,
a mass. It won't turn into a bigger piece of crap than it is right now.
yeah.
The it's great for me. So yeah. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Hmm. I actually don't know what to talk about. Wait. Anyway, Anto, that's a pin of shame for you. That's a pin of shame for you. You're not in the meet. You're not doing anything. You're like that's a pin of shame. You're keeping it there.
Pin of shame. Oh no.
Actual pin of shame. He deserves it. Bajo, jaju, bajo, jaju. Oh my, actually,
I can just. Why do I picture like Chris McClain saying this? This
uh,
is the pin of shame. Patent pending.
actually,
I can.
pin of
I
shame.
cannot. Yeah.
Yo, really, was that your best Chris McClain impression?
Yeah, I can't really do his voice that well if I'm honest with you.
I see. Because my voice
It's
acting, I've tried with it, but like I struggle a lot with making my voice seem more diverse. Like the range is a bit lower than usual.
Yeah,
Like
I see what you mean, and
similar
I
to me.
understand. Like I understand that difficulty that can come with like trying to find your footing in terms of voice acting
Yeah.
and trying to just find
Yeah.
how to like how to expand upon your range and have the ability to um, basically expand your horizons and have a more sort of diverse voice, if that makes
Mm.
sense.
Yeah. It's personally gonna be like that. Sometimes wait, I lost like I always said that's bad. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like usually you can do higher voices, but lower voices are just not my type of thing to do. Like medium pitch, high pitch, yeah.
Yeah, to me, medium and deeper pitch are a lot more how do I say this? Um I feel I feel like I'm a lot better with like lower, like deeper pitched voices than higher ones. Like the highest pitch I can really do is take for example Halo's voice from uh Fan- Fantastic Fantasy Wishful Wonderland, which is basically
Yeah.
something like this, which
Yo,
and that doesn't
I
really
actually
sound all
forgot
that
that one. Wasn't
high.
that the one like corny made?
Yeah, that's corny show.
I haven't watched it. I don't feel like I don't feel like it's not like a
Episode
movie to watch
episode
it.
3 is coming. Episode 3 is coming soon, I promise. We're actually cooking.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna talk about how a bit more about my OC stuff. So like I was like joined the community around 2016. Not really community, but like that's when I started scratching, using Scratch as a tool for hobby stuff. I remember my OC used to be just pen.
Oh
Like
yeah. Yeah. Wait, it used to be just pen from the
actually just
FBI.
poorly drawn pen.
Poorly
Sometimes
drawn
even cyber
pen.
pen. They were all variant of pen until like there was a
You
Scottish guy
should
named Scotty. Wait, hang on.
you
I'll
should
tell you
you
the thing.
should you should you should bring
Wait,
poorly drawn pen back slash J.
poorly drawn pen. I am not bringing him back. Wait,
Yeah, do
this is
no yeah,
this is
do
one of my
not.
old cheese. But yeah, I put up the fighting game. I'm putting up my page for like this thing I have right now. It's like a fighting game of everything.
Oh my god. I remember
Like
when
everything's
your
in it.
OC I remember when your OC excuse me.
Persona 3 OC.
I remember when your OC used to be an armband.
Persona 3 OC.
Yeah,
That was a
Persona
reference
yeah,
to
Persona
Persona
3.
3. Yeah. Like I changed Moonlight because the name Mystical actually predates indie.
Oh.
Not really directly, but my 2018 name is like Mystic Comedian, and that was when wait, I'll screen share it. I'll screen share my other page of the guy I'm talking about specifics.
Oh.
Now teenager, child, like around 8 years old. This guy was my main OC.
Jeez.
There's also a picture of Zaw, so it's cool. This guy, wait, this guy. That's how he looks.
Oh yeah, I seen oh yeah. Wait, so is
Yeah.
this like your wait, so is this like your OC now? Or is this
Oh
just
no, that was my
something else?
old guy. He was written like 2018 me, like well, actually just a parody of like the one like old me as a child. That's
I-
how I wrote him
If
as.
you
Nowadays I
don't
don't
mind
really
me
have an OC ever since I left.
if
Wait,
you don't mind me
what?
asking, is he Scottish?
Of course. I don't even know why I chose Scotty for him. So he was just before. He was just like that
I
before.
could just see the Scottish flag on his cheek.
Yeah. He's actually Scott. He's so Scott. It's a flag that he's holding. Wait, there's a lot
Oh,
of guys now.
it's a flag. Oh. He's
This guy,
very patriotic indeed.
yeah, a patriotic college 8-year-old kid with the power to code using Scratch. He was missing goals mail for a while during his Scratch days back in 2018. But what does he really do? Why is he an object? Why is
What
he
the
somehow back for
fuck?
a game 6 years into the future? And more importantly, how the hell was he supposed to be the chosen one for a Smash report back then? And then just Scottish text.
Yeah.
Scottish. Hey, he's just a kid. There should
Wait,
have been fun in here. For all we know, the little wicked base still watching Baby Shouts into regular. I tried.
wait. Can I actually read this in a Scottish accent?
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
He's just a kid. He shouldn't even be fighting here. For all we know, the little wee kid is still watching baby shows up to.
Oh my
I
god.
can't. I can't read it.
Scotty was actually so cheap. I feel
I
like I would
can't.
be friends with you if I didn't meet some guys back in 2020. Like
I
this
can't.
folk blocky role player guy. But I'm not gonna talk much about because like if people actually watch the
Jeez.
stream, they're probably not be that comfortable with him. I still
I
keep that
couldn't read.
gold block OC to this day.
Oh
But
my
like
god.
he's a different type of guy now.
I couldn't read that shit without dying of laughter. Oh my god.
Yo, sure. Can I clip that? Can I clip that? Is that fine with you?
Yeah, clip it. Yes, clip it, clip it, clip
I'm
it.
actually gonna clip that. Yeah. Mm,
Please, fucking clip that.
I'm actually gonna
Jesus
clip it.
Christ.
I feel like we talk about it a lot for long, so I feel like I'm just gonna finish off with my question. What do you think would be the future of this OSC going forward? What do you think would be?
Oh boy. Right. This is a pretty hefty question to ask, and I do think it really does beg the question, especially considering everything that's been going on the past few months. So, going into more serious territory here, um, a lot has gone down over the past couple of months. Like we're only like 3 months into 2025 almost, and shit really has gone down. And I feel like this honestly does beg the question: what is the future in this community? Um, what's in store for what's gonna happen? And I honestly have no telling of like I'm honestly just not sure on how things are going to be going forward. I I honestly yeah, I'm just at a point where I'm just really uncertain about a lot of things right now, and I'm just kind of trying to stake like I'm just trying to avoid just drama in general as much as possible, because I feel like the less I'm involved in these things, the more I can enjoy myself personally, but
Exactly.
I can't help but
That's
feel
why.
bad.
Wait. Continue. Oh shit. My bad. My bad. I forgot to
Don't worry,
mute
don't
my
worry.
iPhone.
Yeah, don't
You
worry.
can continue. You can continue.
I can't help but feel bad for everyone who's had to learn of the kind of horrible shit that can go down, and the kind of people that just get roped into drama simply because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, where they're just randomly dragged into these sorts of things without any sort of like it's just unfair to me. Like it just doesn't make sense as to why um honestly I'm just really uncertain about a lot of things right now at the minute, and I honestly just feel like there's absolutely no telling what could happen. But if things keep going the way they are, I genuinely don't think things are gonna go well, um, to put it very simply. I just don't know what could happen.
Yeah. People get exposed all the time, and you know
Yeah,
we're all just hiding behind
it's
faces anyway. So of
yeah,
course,
like
eventually there would be
I
horrible
just
people sticking the threads. Wait, my
yeah,
bad. Continue.
I feel like there's bad enough. I feel like there's bad enough people in this world in general. So people getting exposed has just become such a common occurrence to the point where, like, I feel bad for saying this, but I feel like it's gotten to the point where it's just not really surprising anymore. And I know this sounds extremely negative, and I know this sounds like a statement that may garner both positive and negative response, but that's how I feel about this whole entire subject matter. I just feel um it happens to a point where it's not surprising. But one thing I just can't help but not support is the amount of people who are making jokes about, oh, first this guy in first this guy in January, then this guy in February. Who is next for March? These kinds of jokes are just ones that I find to be so immature and in such bad taste that it just really annoys me how people take these things and joke about it, basically, because it's just I just feel like you're taking a serious situation and making a laughing stock out of it when, in the grand scheme of things, regardless of what happened, someone's been hurt and someone is fucking facing rightful consequences. And, like, you don't know what the situation is, you don't know the severity of the situation, you don't know who's involved, and you don't know what effects this can have on the people involved, and you're sitting here thinking it's okay to say, "Oh, I wonder who's going to be next." Everyone grab your bingo cards. Like, I'm sorry, but you really do need to fucking, like, I feel like
Grow up.
you just need to grow up and start taking these things a lot more seriously,
Yeah.
because if you yourself were roped into a situation, like you were a victim of this sort of situation, how would you feel if people started joking about the controversy surrounding the person who hurt you? And how would you feel if they started making a joke out of it, not considering the amount of pain you went through? So, like, if you did this to someone else, how would you feel if someone did this to you? I feel like um, you're just becoming a part of the problem, and you're just escalating things for the sake of it. So, if you're someone who does this, I'm gonna say this right here, right now. Please fucking grow up and start actually taking this shit as serious as it needs to be taken.
Personally, yeah, I agree. Like personally, I feel like the biggest problem with that community in general, this community, is the fact that it's full of kids, and like not only do I not do well with them, that's one reason I left, but like they're also immature as hell. Like there's no way I'm doing that like with that personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like yeah. I feel like along with the more negative side of the undershow community, you also have the very highly immature side, and that can be like it can be a lot to deal with, and it can definitely um like it can definitely leave you feeling pretty annoyed after a while. say the least. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about this matter, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I see. So like, that's all I'll be thinking about. Sorry, and this on such a downer note, but like, let's give you a final words for this. How do you enjoy
Okay.
this? How do you enjoy this podcast?
Okay. I wanted to say a huge thank you so much for bringing me on. It feels great to get to speak to you again. It feels great to have been part of this podcast. Thank you to the people who showed up, even if it wasn't that many. Your support, your presence still means a lot. Uh, Thank you for your questions. It was great, and it was great getting to answer them. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for the. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being a good friend too. That's what I'd say. So as we conclude this podcast, I
Yeah.
want to say thank you for listening, and I hope that you can like. Wait, my bad. I hope that this was a fun activity for you, like especially the Scottish guy. So thanks for it. Thanks for this, and see ya.
See ya.